Here are some other ways I've noticed that people like to try to steal my energy, my pure, amazing, perfect energy. So, uh, one time example, I am at customer service, working customer service, right? A job, and and then I get these customers that come in, and I'm always so straight up with people. So I say, "Hey, hello, welcome to whatever. How can I help you? If there's any question," but I always judge it by energy, right? So if I see that they want to be helped, then I'll approach. If they're wanting to be on their own, then I let them do their thing. But essentially, people like to fuck with you and pull you left or right, energetically, and essentially they'll get you to kind of like chase their attention is what they're trying to do. And what they this it was like this couple. It was this like lesbian couple, and I have to make a video about how they treat me in my life because I'll make a complete video about my honest truth about how those people have been evil and treated me hateful. But anyway, so and I'll explain even why they do it. They don't even know why. They're confused. But straight up, this lesbian couple, and I love everyone. Do you do you? This lesbian couple was straight up. It's like they just hated me right away. So essentially, instead of coming straight to me where the menu is, they turned and went to the wall where there's another menu. It's far away. Essentially, I thought, okay, I know what they're trying to do. So first I was standing there just trying to. So what they're trying to do is to get you to wait. They're getting you to stand there waiting for them. So essentially, they stood there talking, pretending that they were just engaging with the menu. But what they were trying to do is fuck with my mind. Essentially, get me to be like waiting and waiting energetically because it makes you tired. Essentially, when I knew that what they were doing, because when I was younger, I didn't know what the fuck people were doing. But now I'm so wise to your manipulative tricks that I'm a master, and you guys can't do jack shit. And I'll even tell you the ways that I can fuck with you guys, or how I do fuck with you guys now. Ha! But essentially, what I did was like, okay, okay. So essentially, I turned away and I just walked. Sometimes you can just take your phone out and just start searching whatever, but essentially you're just wasting your energy there too. So essentially what I just did is I walked away and went to the back, and essentially I pretend to do something in the washroom, but essentially I just get away from them because I know they're just trying to steal my energy. So I stand away, and you just try to get far away from them as possible. And essentially it always happens that as soon as you start pulling away, that's when they start chasing you, or that's when they start, oh, excuse me, I have a question. So I literally waited for like I think 5 minutes, and because I essentially knew they didn't want nothing. So essentially, about 5 minutes later, I could hear them approaching, and so they were still there. They were still there. And what did I do? I think I went there, and they were trying to flex or something, and I fucking flexed it back. I don't know. It was always some game where people were trying to play intimidation tactics or trying to fuck with my energy. And as soon as you start getting like a feeling like they're trying to push you in the conversation, like bully you, you start immediately, they're their enemy, and you disengage, and you say, you know what, I don't want to help you. I'm not going to help someone who's doing this to me. So you can say you played my rules, or you get the fuck out of a store, right? But another thing people do to fuck with my energy, example, you're walking down the street and they will either walk behind you to make you like, okay, someone's walking behind me, I'm going to step to the side, I don't know when they're coming, but essentially you just try to walk your path. You don't move for anyone, you just walk your path, and someone will walk around you if they need to go. That's the normal reaction. When you're an empath and you're younger, you don't. You're just trying to tiptoe around the whole goddamn world, and the whole world makes you dance. You're dancing like fucking a ballerina. But now you walk straight through people, because people will try to walk in your path and try to make you left or right. The whole time a mile away that they already had the game playing. They already had the game going. They're trying to see, okay, this guy's gonna, because my energy is so big that people feel threatened already from a mile away. So they're already thinking of games. So they either turn left or right when I'm in a good mood, or when you're vulnerable, then they come and they want to face you. But I always fight. I never fucking flee, and fight or flight. But I mean, there's some battles where you need to fucking disengage, right? But straight up, or else you're gonna be battling with everyone. You have to. That's why I put my glasses on, my shades on, because eyes are massive energy exchanges. Oh yeah, sometimes people will come up to you, and they'll start like, oh no, talking like all this bullshit, and you're like, oh, like calm the fuck down. Like, it's so big energy. It's like they're trying to push you down with their energy, but also they're trying to drain your energy and make you fucking tired. Because when someone's like overly emotional, like that with their freaking emotions, then that's why I've tried. I'm very emotional person because I'm very connected to source at all times. But people who have known that, they've used that to manipulate me, my emotions, because your emotions are massive amounts of energy. And essentially, when someone comes up to you like that, you just kind of like disengage from them, or you try to keep the conversation short, or one ear goes in, the information goes in and out the other. You just try to, or you even turn and you face their body, you face your body a slight angle, so they're like, oh fuck, he's onto us. And then when you do that tactics, they fucking disengage. And people will try to ask you a billion questions, ask you 1,000 questions. Like, I remember when I was living with my narcissist mother, when I was getting aware of what energy was and protecting my energy, this thing, I would sit down and be like, okay, this demon energy, this energy vampire demon controlled person is just a human being. This person's just traumatized. Like, it's not like what I'm thinking, right? Or maybe I was thinking, this is not a demon. It's something that's controlling her, but I'll give her a chance, right? So I would still sit beside her, but even sitting beside these people who are energy vampires, their presence is literally draining you, because there's a demon attached to them that's draining you. And the person will even do physical things to fucking, like, example, you want to talk to someone and you're at work and you're sitting beside someone, or even at your house with your mother or your family member or whatever, and you want to like engage with them and talk, but they just are like on their phone and they're just like smiling on their phone, calm, and you're kind of getting anxiety because they're trying to pull you. They're basically fucking with your energy. So as soon as they do that, you just immediately, they're the enemy. You fucking stonewall them. You fucking detach. You have to master the art of detachment. I've been attacked my whole life. I'm a master of detaching. Whatever hurts me, I just cut them off immediately, because I know there's no way to change them. They've already chosen to be on one side, because people already decide if they like you or not. You can bend over backwards all your life as an empath and get fucked in the ass by the world, but these people, they don't ever care about you, and in fact they respect you less now. And evil people, you don't really care about you don't care about people's feelings, emotions, because, example, if you're doing something and upset someone accidentally, if they're good, they'll understand. If they're evil, then they're gonna try to start some issue and make a confrontation. So they're evil. You shouldn't even give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to even engage with this conversation. Anyway, these witch people, they even dictate the way you walk. Example, you're in a lineup in a grocery store. You're waiting behind someone, and you're getting this weird energy from this person in front of you, and then they're walking, and there's like they're trying to make you like follow them almost. Like they're trying to dictate when you move. So instead, I just stand and just let. But then when you start staying still, then they start reacting and looking. Oh, why isn't this person moving the way I'm moving? That's fucking witchcraft, dude. That's a spirit of witchcraft attached to this person. And straight up, this fucking little fucking skinny ass Chinese guy, I couldn't believe it. I wanted to knock him in the face. So essentially, what happened was that I was in a grocery store, and this little fucker, he was basically being controlled by witchcraft. So essentially, a witch was controlling him probably, and essentially the spirit attacks me because I'm free. I'm with God, sovereign with God, and essentially, that's how God works. He frees you from this system, and from the mental control, the mind control, and the physical witchcraft. But essentially, this bitch ass little weakling. Usually, the common courtesy is to put the little thing divider behind on the grocery line. And essentially, the guy did it for him, but essentially he looked at me, and I could feel, oh shit, this guy's like. And even the guy in front of him was staring me down. It was this tall black guy staring me down, and you know what I did? Stared at him back. I don't give a fuck, and that shut him down. But then this older Chinese guy, he's like 60. He didn't do the thing for me. So then what I did is like, okay. So I put the thing on, and I threw my food just a little bit thrown, not tossed, but just a little tossing, and it kind of bumped his carrot a little bit, and then this pissed him off. So he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I started smiling, and essentially what he was doing was a mental fuckery. It's like a manipulation. So essentially he tried to, because I'm highly psychic, very sensitive to energy. You can't hide fucking shit from an empath who's highly psychic, who's aware. Essentially, he was trying to disrespect me. So what I did was I returned the energy because I'm connected to source. I reflect energy to everyone. So whatever you feel with someone is how they feel for you. So if you feel scared for someone, this person feels scared about you. It could be for women too. You're on a date or something, but a lot of time you feel like a fear or evil, like a fight, like you're gonna fight, like you feel scared, like you're gonna fight. This person is evil, wants to harm you because you're feeling a threatening energy. If you feel like you don't care about why like someone's talking to you and you're trying to stay engaged, it's because they don't care about you. Essentially, we match people's energy. A lot of us do, and as an empath, you're very sensitive. So anyway, this guy started to try to talk with me, and I had my music in, and I was putting a bunch of gross, and I'm recovering from a massive healing, and essentially shit was trying to start shit with me. They try to trigger me to explode. Back in the day, I would do it, but so I said, yeah, what's up? And he said, why are you throwing your shit? And I said, I could have said exactly that, but I couldn't really. I was getting really angry, and also my stomach is like, I was very weak in the moment because I was been staying in my house for fucking like 5 days in a row, and in consecutive. Oh, last time was 3 days in a row. Last time was another three, just to heal because I'm so sensitive to energy, and this Mercury shit in the sky is affecting chosen ones, people who are sensitive to energy, basically highly sensitive, energetic empath people are like being highly affected, feeling weakened and sick by this Mercury bullshit and this astronomy crap, astrology, whatever the shit. But basically, I went out of my house after 5 days to buy food because I was fucking eating canned food, basically beans and water. And essentially, this bitch, I knew people were acting weird because my energy is acting strange. It's like growing now, and I'm getting highly magnetic. I noticed that people are strangely attracted to me, but it starts attracting these weird people who want to start shit with me. Essentially, I walked up to this guy and said, listen, I know what you're trying to do. If you have a problem with me, go wait outside after I'm done buying my shit and we can discuss it. And then he starts acting, laughing, right, with the other guy. Those two guys started laughing and talking. And I said, I was an alpha male. This happened to me my whole life. Beta males always trying to trigger me. And I started facing them, getting really angry, sending energy. Because what you do is you start sending evil energy to them. You start sending anger to them. And essentially, people can't handle it. They can't handle it. And essentially, what I do is, since we're all connected to this energetic, like, ether. We're all connected to each other. It doesn't mean we're all one and we're all God. It's just that evil thinking that, evil wants you to think that to combine with good and evil together. Nope, it never will work. Evil is secretly corrupting good and getting them to think that stuff. But really, good and evil, really, when they come together, they fight, they clash. Essentially, so you can send your own hateful energy to people. So essentially, I send evil, hateful energy to people who are attacking me in the spiritual realm. And essentially, sometimes people across the street or in cars, they are sending evil, hateful energy to me for no reason because they just hate me for no reason. And anyone who hates you for no reason is controlled by the devil, is controlled by evil. And as a normal human being, we should always be peaceful with everyone and giving everyone a chance. But there are these evil haters who hate you because you have God inside of you, because you have a connection to Source God, and you have some belief in a higher power. You have some belief that there's something bigger than this, and it's not like it's some designed creation, right? And by a loving creator. But essentially, when you're like that, then you're attacked by these other people who are just random haters. And essentially, it's always to do with energy. Shadow and light conflict.